Let's turn the microphones on and hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. Well, you can't see me. I'm here. Hello. There you go, Paul's got his iPad on. So the audio sounds like it is going out. You're not going to see me today because I only have 3 cameras and we're using all 3 cameras to show you the game. Because this is a game where, as you can see, the top-down view, you're not going to be able to see anything. So we have the normal side cameras and we have them pointing to the actual units here. So hello and welcome. There's a few people in the chat. Urex is here, Marcin from Vortex Chess is here, Lone Jedi 70 is here. Thank you very much for joining in. Just let me know in the chat if everything seems to be working okay. But Paul's watching it on his iPad. Yeah. And it seems to be working okay. So there we go. Sound and video is good. Excellent. Thank you very much. So today we're going to be doing a tutorial and playthrough of King Arthur's Vortex Chess. Now this has gone live on Kickstarter today. Marcin from Vortex Chess is in the chat. He's the designer and the publisher. As I mentioned, this is live on Kickstarter today. What you see here is the current version. I don't know if this is going to be the actual final version or there's going to be some graphic redesign or anything like that. I'm not sure. I know I've given some feedback to Marcin, my comments on the game, and we will see what happens. But the rules of the game might not change. They might do, they might not. You know how these things are. But I'm going to be teaching you the rules as they are currently. This is a 2-player tactical combat game. The objective of the game is to basically defeat the opponent's mage. So we each have a mage. So Paul is playing, who are you playing?
I'm playing Merlin.
You're playing Merlin. And I'm playing... Yeah,
Mordred,
it's Mordred, but with a different name. Yeah. So the objective of the game is to basically defeat your opponent's mage. The way that you do that is that you will be playing cards to take actions to move your pieces forward. You will be gaining control of these areas, which will get you more cards, and you will then be using those cards, obviously, to move, but also to fight. And the units, I will hold up this unit here to this camera. If the autofocus works, yeah, you see that the units have attack value, defense values, and they also have element value. So depending on which element they're on, that will give them a bonus. And then at the bottom, they've got a movement value. So you can see that the board, well, you might be able to see from the top-down camera. In fact, you can. So you can see that some of these hexes here have elements. And one thing that we're going to do at the start of the game is we are going to populate the stone circles and Camelot with other element cards. And certain units will fight better or worse depending on the element that is in use. So that is a tactical aspect that you need to take into account. Do we have the dice? We do have the dice. Right, we're going to start playing and I will explain the rules as we go along. I've explained the basic overview. What we do need to do though is we need to shuffle the deck of cards. Let's just get that mouse out of the way. Where's the wooden card holders? Are they handy? Can you get them without... Yeah. Right, we got a couple of wooden card holders from Jason Dinger, which we had out in the practice game. So Paul gets 3 cards and I get 3 cards. Thank you very much. You can have a maximum hand size of 10. You can never go above 10. But you start the game with 3 cards from the deck, and then what we do is we roll for initiative. So we roll the dice and we look at the result. So we have blue. Now, what does blue mean?
Blue means you can put blue out.
No. If the result is Merlin, water or earth, the initiative goes to Merlin's forces. Right, so you've got the initiative and you now have a choice. So Paul has a choice. You can either go first, which means I will choose what element starts on all of the circles, or you can defer that choice so that I go first and then you get to choose what element starts.
Right. Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I think I'm going to choose the element.
Okay. So which element would you like? Now your guys fight better with white, with air.
Yeah.
So
it's a mixture actually, but I know that green from the last game was really bad for me, so we won't be putting green out. So I think I will be doing white. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
White or blue, really. But...
So each of these stone circles gets a white element. Now Camelot is special. Camelot only gets 1 element, but that covers both of the spaces. We get a white there, and we get air here. So as mentioned, that modifies the attack of some of the units. What that does mean, though, is that I go first. So your turn consists of a few steps, and the first step that you do on your turn is to draw new cards. You get 2 cards by default, and then you get 1 extra card for each power hex that you are in control of. And at the start of the game, that's basically the stone circles and Camelot. So I am currently only in control of this stone circle here, so I get an extra 1 card. And that is my card. Now I don't have my glasses, but thankfully these cards have got things on them. Now I'm going to show this card to the camera. There you go. Each card has 3 things on it. The first one is the modifier to your attack, if you were to use this in attack. The second one is the modifier to your defense, if you play it in defense. And the third one is a modifier to either your attack or your defense, but you can only play it if the element where you are matches that particular type, okay? Your other option is that you can play the card face down to move your minion. So all cards have got 4 uses. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at my cards, see what I've got, and then decide what to do. So I am going to play this card here. I'm going to play it face down to move one of my minions. Now your minions generally move 1. A couple of them move 2. The cavalry moves 2. The dragon can move 3, and the dragon is the only unit that can go over another unit. Everything else can't go through units or anything like that.
Because it's flying. Yeah,
the dragon is flying. So I'm just going to move this unit to here with that card. So I'm going to bring one of my barbarians forward. And then I'm also... Oh, I was supposed to roll the dice.
You were.
Sorry. Correction. Martin is watching in the chat. Hopefully the chat is still working. Please let me know if it is. Yeah, I think we're working. It's just quiet in the chat. But Martin forgot to tell me that at the start of your turn, before you draw cards, you roll the dice. Now I have rolled your mage.
Right.
So what that means is that you must replace one of the elements on the board.
Something else.
Yeah. If I'd have rolled my mage, I would have had to do that.
Yeah. So I changed that one.
Yeah. What are you going to change it to?
Blue.
Okay. There you go. Right. Then I draw cards. Then I've done my movement. Now, does that change what I was going to do? Yes, I am going to play another card face down. You don't have to play any cards on your turn, I don't think.
No.
I don't think you have to, but you have a hand size of 10.
It's optional. Yeah.
So I'm going to move this one to here. And then I might move it again. Yes. I'm going to play this card and I'm going to move it again. So that gives me control of this power hex here, which means at the start of my next turn, I will draw an extra card, should it work. Rick's stuck in traffic. Well, thank you for listening in, Rick. That is the end of my go. So play passes over to Paul. So you roll the dice first. You've rolled gold, so you must replace one of the elements on the board.
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
With fire.
I'm going to replace that one with fire.
Okay. Yeah, roll the die. If you roll an element, yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Again, Martin will correct us if we have anything wrong. And yeah, you're saying you don't have to play any cards if you don't want to.
No, I draw.
Then you draw 3 cards. And then you do the rest of your actions. Now, while Paul's thinking, I should say we're playing the basic game here. The rulebook does have rules for an advanced game where you get to use spells. And also, each of the units has a special ability. So we're not playing that today. We're just playing the basic game.
So I go...
And you initiate a fight by moving into your opponent's hex.
So I need to play a card.
You need to play a card to move a unit.
That one to there. So let's play that one.
Okay. Just pop it face down next to your board. Yeah. That's all there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to play any of these now.
Well, you don't have to. You could just stop there.
I could. But I really want to be up. Yeah, no, I am going to stop there.
Martin's saying, remember that the element card that lies on a stone circle gives the element to all surrounding hexes. Yes, thank you for that. I had forgotten that rule, but you're right. Every hex on the board does have an element on it, and these ones here, that's actually affecting all of that, not just the hex itself. I had forgotten that, so thank you very much for reminding me. You're all done?
Yeah.
Right, start of my turn. Roll the dice. So I rolled green, so I have to swap something for green, which is great because I love green. Green is good for me. So I'm going to swap this one for green here. And then I draw 4 cards because I now have control of this power hex. So I get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Okay. Now then. Well, I think it makes sense for me to move that one. So I'm going to play this 1 card here, and I'm going to just move this little barbarian into there. Now, one of the things that is interesting about this game is that you have something called support. So in chess, for example, the pieces just attack each other. But in this game, if you have pieces adjacent to where the fight is taking place, they can give something called support. And I think that's what I'm going to try and do now. I'm going to try and provide a little bit of support for this barbarian here by moving another barbarian. Or the cavalry. Let's move the... Oh no, the cavalry's not good on support. They've only got 1. No, that's fine. Right, so I'm going to play... Which card am I going to play? Let's play this card. So I'm going to move the cavalry. The cavalry move 2. And because the space is open, I'm going to go clippity-clop to there. So the cavalry have a 1 support, which means if Paul attacks this barbarian here, this cavalry is going to offer 1 extra support to it. And that's my go done. So your go.
Green.
So you must change something for green.
I changed to the one under your mage.
Okay. Yeah, because that's quite far away for the moment.
Yeah.
So that changes to green.
I'll draw 3 cards as I'm not on any power hexes. And you're now drawing 5.
In fact, drawing cards should come before rolling the dice. I don't think it matters.
Probably doesn't.
But technically speaking, drawing cards is before you roll the die.
Yeah. Okie doke. So
yeah, I hope this camera setup allows you to actually see what's going on a bit clearer than just the top-down view.
So let's play a card to move.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Which hex is it on?
It's that one. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
Right. So the dragon is in Camelot. So Camelot, although the artwork looks like it's 3 hexes, that's just a 3D view. So Camelot is these 2 hexes here. There's one element that applies to both hexes, but they are separate hexes for control.
I'll play another one to move that one to there.
Yeah. Anything else?
I'm getting some cards down on you all the time now, but yeah, I think that's me. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
I'll stop there.
So my go. Roll the dice first. No, draw cards first. Yeah, draw cards first. Roll the dice. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm getting 5 cards. Now I have 5 cards in my hand, so that is my maximum hand size now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some of you may have noticed that I've just drawn cards with a different background. In the basic game, that doesn't make any difference. That's only if you're playing the advanced game where you're using spells. Right, I'm going to have to play some cards because otherwise it's a bit of a waste. So let's play this card here to move. And what do I want to move? So this knight here is actually not in a good position, although it is surrounded by these 2 knights. But I am going to move this one, this cavalry, 2 spaces and go 1, 2. So we're going to have a fight here. So what happens when you have a fight? I work out my attack strength. My attack strength is 4 for the cavalry. Yeah, you just about see that. I hope Marcin's going to change the graphic design on these because you can't really see that number there. But I think that's a 4 for the cavalry. But I get the support of this barbarian because it's in an adjacent hex, and my attack is 5.
Right.
I may now play 1 card from my hand, and I'm either looking at the attack number at the top, or if it has a green element at the bottom.
Or a blue element.
No, it's green. No, so that is just for that hex.
Oh.
Yeah, it's these.
So those are
the power
all the
hexes
hexes surrounding it,
yeah,
and that is
that is
only that
just that
specific
hex.
hex.
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't realise
So
that.
I'm looking for green, but I'm actually going to play this one. Plus 10. So I'm at 15. Now, your defence is... oh, no, hang on a minute. Plus another 2, because the cavalry get plus 2 when fighting in the green element. So actually, I'm 17. Now, your defence is normally... I can't see that. Is it 1? Or 3 for the knights? I think it's 3, isn't it?
One
Yeah.
by the look at it.
No, I think it's 3.
It's 3.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
your knights have a defense of 3, but
Yeah.
because they're on a green hex, it's -1, so that's
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
But you've got the support of these 2 knights, so it goes up to 4. So you've got a defense of 4, and I'm attacking with 17.
Yeah.
So do you want to play a card in
No.
defense? Right, okay. So I win that fight. That goes to my discard pile. And basically, that unit is eliminated, and that cavalry takes that spot there. Right, and that's how combat works. So, do I want to carry on moving? I think I possibly do, because I think that cavalry might need some extra defence now. It might. There's another rule in the game as well, that a unit cannot move more than 4 hexes in a turn. So even if you activate a unit multiple times, which you can, it cannot move more than...
Or after a fight, because that counts
Yeah,
as 4.
yeah, and after a fight, it can't move after a fight. So I think I want to try and reinforce that cavalry somehow. So I'm going to play this card here as movement, and I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this barbarian to here, I think. Oh, now then. Yeah, okay, I'm going to move that barbarian to there. Then I'm going to play another card as movement. And I'm going to move that barbarian to
What
there.
card did you change at the start of your turn?
Did I roll the dice?
You didn't.
No, I forgot. Apologies, I should have rolled the dice and forgot. It's green. I'll change that to green. I remembered. It's because we swapped around the turn order and then I forgot. Right, that happened at the start of my turn. I think I'm going to play another card. I'm going to play another card, and I'm going to move this one to here. And that's it for me. So I've played lots of cards, but my go is now over. So roll, draw your cards, then roll your dice. So how many cards do you want? 4?
So what element is irrelevant in there then? Is that orange and green?
Let me check. That is a very good point. There is an image in the rule book. Yeah, it's both.
Okay.
Yeah, so the hexes between Camelot and the Power Stones here have got both elements in them.
Okay.
Right, so you're getting 4 cards, I believe. 2, 3,
Yeah.
4. There you go. And roll your dice. White. So something has to change to white.
Well, oddly enough, I think it's going to be that one.
Careful you don't lose the table.
What's on the other side of that white? There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, and then it's your go.
Okay, so let's play that one to move. Alright, I'll be moving that one into there.
Okay, right. So that knight with an attack of 2 is attacking into here, although it's now a white and a fire hex. So you get a modifier of 1 because of the white. So you're attacking with 3.
Yeah.
You can get the support of 3 adjacent units.
Yeah.
So the dragon is providing a support of 2.
Yeah.
That's 5. And that's it.
That's it.
So your attack is 5.
Yeah.
Now you get to play a card if you want to, but you can only play 1 card.
Yeah. So I've got a 5.
Yep. Do you want to know what my defense
I
is?
do.
My defense is 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, and the cavalry. 4. So my defense is 4. And you're attacking with 5.
So I'm going to add 8. Yeah, let's add 8 to that. So I'll play 8.
That's off camera. Let's pop it here.
8
Okay.
for the white element.
So 13. Oh,
Yeah.
you're playing that because it's white. Yeah. So you're 13.
Yeah.
I'm 4. And yeah, I'm not going to play a defense card.
Okay.
So that one has gone. And it's still your go.
Okay. So now I need to play a card to move, which is going to be that one. And I move that knight into there.
Okay, so we have another fight.
Yeah.
So you're attacking again with 2 plus 1 for the air.
Yeah.
So 3. Supported by this knight, you're attacking with 4.
Yeah.
My defense is... what's a knight's defense? Can't quite see. Looks like 3. 4. So it looks like it's 4 against 4.
Yeah.
And the element is white.
Yeah. So plus 10.
So plus 10, eh? Yeah. I can't do anything about that. So that goes. The big numbers are coming out.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to play any cards, because I picked all those up early on, and
Yeah.
that's why I was playing no cards earlier.
Okay.
I think I'll be happily
You done?
done
Right.
at that point.
Okay. So,
That barbarian there, but I can't move that, so might be nice to get one more thing up in support actually, but no.
okay. So I draw cards. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I roll the die. And we've got gold or red. So fire. So I have to add a fire element to somewhere on the board. And you can't just swap fire with fire. You've actually got to do something. So I'm going to swap this for fire because Mordred fights really well with fire, just in case you somehow sneak over and attack
Well,
me.
I could get in there with my dragon.
You could. Right, okay, so what's the plan? The plan for this turn is, this barbarian is quite weak now because it's on air. So, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. This catapult is interesting because it's got no defence, but it's got a support of 4. So I think I might bring that catapult forward to start defending that barbarian, I think. What about attacking your dragon? Your dragon's got a defense of 3, but plus 3 because it's on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great. And then over here, I've got archers. I've got the Stolem as well. That moves too. I might have to bring that out because that's quite big and tough. Right, so which of these cards am I going to play in for movement? I'm going to play that one. I'm going to play that one to move this Stolem 2 spaces. 1, 2. I am then going to... So I've got a question from Martin here in the chat. If I've got this card here,
look away.
yeah, right. So this is that amount in attack, that amount in defense, or that amount if it's on the element. Why would you ever play that one? Because that number is lower than these two, unless that's in addition to. If that's in addition to, let me know, because otherwise I'm not sure why I'd ever play it for that effect, because these two are always higher. There you go. Right, you can look now. Basically, if the bottom number is always is lower than the other
Just
two.
thinking about that when I played that plus 10, whatever it was.
So
a minute ago.
so the only thing I can think of,
That one.
and Martin will confirm it in the chat, is
Yeah.
I haven't got my glasses, so I can't quite read the rule book because the text is a bit small. Yeah, let me know, because that will make quite a big difference. But I'm going to play this card to move. Now, do we want to move this
Oh, I should have played one more card last time. Never mind.
stolen forward? I think I might do, actually. Yeah, I'm going to bring this forward another 2 spaces. Because it's next to green.
Yeah.
And green is +3. But you could quite easily switch that on your turn and then it would be bad. It would be very, very bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but now I'm going to play some other cards to move. So I'm going to play... I'm just going to play all these cards. So 1, 2. Oh, I've got 2 cards there. Oh well. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so I've played 4 cards. I'm going to move the archer. 1, 2. Oh, there's only 3 that I need to move it. Which one of these am I going to keep? I'm going to keep that one. Right, so I've played 3 cards to move. Haven't got an answer yet from Martin in the chat, unless the chat has frozen. The chat hasn't frozen. So yeah, if you could let me know the answer to that question, that would be useful to know. And I am done.
My version of chat's
It is your go.
I think my YouTube thing's frozen completely. It hasn't.
So draw your cards. You want
Dice first.
cards first.
Cards first.
Cards
sorry.
first. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
5. 4, because I
4.
should have played one more card because I didn't realise I'd got up to drawing 5.
Right.
Because I should be drawing 5.
Why?
Oh no, that's you on there.
That's mine.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
get it right.
Yeah, you are 4.
Okay, so the win condition is what?
Killing your opponent's mage.
Okay. Let's see if I can do that then.
Okay.
So you got +2, +3,
So Mordred's defense is 7.
6, 7
It's got +3 because of fire. But you're rolling the dice. Where's the dice gone?
in my hand.
Okay. There you go. So something becomes blue.
Yeah.
Graham is here. Who is winning? Well,
Well, hard to say.
yeah, it's tricky because the victory points are 1 and you get it for killing your opponent's mage.
Right. So what are we saying? That's currently on defense. So that's +3, +3.
What is?
Sorry, defense of 7.
Here, +3 because of the fire.
10.
And +2 because of the support of the dragon. And +1 because of support
So
of the barbarian.
13.
13 defense at the moment. If you were to switch that to blue, it would be down to 10.
Yeah, but but that wouldn't help because my dragon's +3.
Nice Day 3 says, I think Paul is going to win. Yeah, you're right. In fact, I would bet any amount of money that Paul is going to win.
So we say 13.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Okay. So let's play a card to move,
Okay.
which will be that one.
Right, so we're having an attack. So the dragon is attacking.
Yeah.
You haven't rolled the dice yet.
I have blue.
Did you?
Yeah.
But what are you switching to blue?
The one under my mage.
Okay.
No, that one. No, that one.
That one's switching to blue.
Yeah.
Right, so you've then played a card, you've moved the dragon, so we are having a fight.
Yeah.
So my defense is 13.
Yeah.
Your attack is
is
5.
+3.
+3 because of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8.
8.
So that's a difference of 5. Yeah.
Okay.
+15.
There's a 15 card in
There's
the
a
game.
15
I thought
card.
there was only a 12.
So did I.
Okay, so what are you? 5, 8, so that's 23.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm 13.
Yeah. So you need +10
Well,
basically to draw.
yeah, I have a +9.
Yeah,
But
that's what happened to me in the last
that's
game.
not
I was
enough.
1 short.
That's not enough. So there we go. So that has been killed. And the dragon kills the mage. So there we go. You tuned in just into... Oh, Carly's here. Just got here. Is the goal to kill a mage?
Funnily
Yes.
enough, when you were talking about moving your stolem, I was thinking, yeah, go on, move it. Go on, move it.
Because...
Because it was 2 more defence.
That's true. Yeah, it was 2 more defence. But there you go. I think we got the rules right. The only query I have is about the element on these cards. But rest assured, Martin's going to be answering any rules questions and obviously tidying up the rule book for those people who are interested in backing the game. So it is on Kickstarter right now. I think it was about 50% funded when I looked this afternoon. But yeah, this was just a very quick tutorial and playthrough video, as I mentioned.
game.
This was the basic game. There is an advanced version where the units have special abilities and there are spells. And obviously the big numbers came out and that meant I wasn't able to defend myself. But I did leave myself a little bit a little bit open.
In the advanced game, there is castling, and I think that would make it much harder to do that, because once you can do that as one move,
Yeah.
that would be a much more secure mage.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can move your mage, although my mage fights best on the fire, and there isn't any fire near me.
Yeah,
But anyway, yeah, so there we go. I hope you found this video useful. Please obviously like, subscribe to the channel and things like that, and I hope you like future playthroughs. And if you're interested in the game, then please go and check out the Kickstarter page. The link is in the show notes below. And thank you very much, Martin, for sponsoring this video and for helping out with the chat for any rules questions. It's weird. I'm not. You can't actually see me on camera, so I'll still wave anyway. We'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching. Gaming Rules is proudly sponsored by Game Toppers, upgrading your gaming experience. Visit GameToppersLLC.com.